Alright guys, Doug Gaffney here, President of ERS Home Services, and I just wanted to walk you through very quickly how to complete the client form. Now, as you can see here, I'm in the Get Started tab, okay, on the Home Services, ERS Home Services site. And if you scroll down here, it says Become a Client, click the link below to get started or to start the process. Now, you're going to have two options. One option is going to be solar, the other option is going to be security. And I'm going to quickly walk you through the securities portion of it just because it's really quick. What you're going to do is for the alarm, you're going to put the client's information here, address, phone number, email. The big variable is the package. Now here it doesn't specify what that package is, but on our marketing material it will have three packages. So they'll just be able to select whichever package makes sense for them. There'll be an activation fee, request a date for installation, existing system. If they have one, they can upload some information in regards to that, but they really don't have to, and just click submit. This is a very easy process because we go through GHS, and we actually have a relationship with them, and they'll actually call the customer for you to get that process started. So it's a very, very simple handoff. All right. So similar to the security, also the alarm. So if you're an individual that likes to sit down with your client and actually, go through the client questionnaire, they can actually view it here if they want to. Or if they would like to download this same document, they could do so just by clicking the download button, and this page right here will be downloadable. Now on this form, it's a little bit more detailed. We don't necessarily need all this information, but a lot of it is pertinent: client phone number, homeowner information. Really what's the most important, and I kind of explained some of the financing options here if they want to buy it, third-party financing, if they want to do a PPA, which stands for a power purchase agreement. You basically pay for the power that the system produces, but you don't own it. Solar Own is just an in-house loan program. And then I just put FICO friendly, which is what I'm referring to as a PACE program, which I'm going to go over in a second. So please write down your electrical meter number. That's something that we really need. Type of rooftop. Obviously, we're going to also need the account number, but that's why we say here at the bottom to attach or please submit latest copy of your PG&E bill. Okay, doesn't have to be multiple of them. Just any of the bills will do. Preferably the latest month is great. Now, this right here is just the last 12 months of usage. We do need that. However, I mean, if they have that information, they can simply log in. It will make it a lot easier for us, and you can just go ahead and put the kilowatt hours for the month, the total for each month, and then the electrical bill, just the amount that they paid for that month, because we want to make sure they have at least an average of $100 or more. And in some cases, we're able to go down to as low as 80, but it's just really, it really depends on the situation overall. But this right here isn't necessarily highly needed. So if it's, the environment's kind of, stressed and you don't want to get all this information extracted, it's not a high need. But if you can, and the situation is very comfortable, if you could get that information, that'd be definitely great. So if you wanted to download and submit it, you can email it in, obviously, to myself. You have a link, doug.gaffney@ersnorcal.com. Or you can click on the solar link, and this is the most easiest way. As you can see here at the very top, you'll have financing type. Now this is something that you want to clarify with the client. Maybe they want to do a cash purchase because they have extra cash laying around. They want to invest in the system, and they don't want to pay the utility company more. So that monthly savings of not having to pay for energy, they'll be able to gain that. Plus, they're able to absorb or take the benefit of the tax credit, and also the depreciation of the system over time. So I mean that's a huge benefit up front, or they can stretch it over a course of 6 years on the tax credit particularly. So I mean, or if they want to refinance, or do a home equity line of credit and pull some cash out to buy the system, because it may range from 20 to $30 or $40,000, and they have that equity in their home, they can do so. Second option will be, and it's probably the most popular option actually, this will be the Sun Edison PPA. So again, that's the power purchase agreement. Now, let me actually go here really quickly. Let's see, Sun Edison. Okay. And if we go here to Sun Edison and you look at homeowner, okay, PPA, really gives a great example of what the PPA is all about. Okay, so you can scroll down here. And what they emphasize is free solar panels, free installation, free maintenance, because as it says, with Sun Edison Power Purchase Agreement, you pay for the power you produce. So in that sense, you're paying nothing up front to start saving on your electricity bill day one. You pay for the power produced, not the equipment and the labor. So they give you all the material, the panels, installation, and maintenance as a say for free, simply because they're going to absorb the tax credit and they're going to use the depreciation asset because they own it. They gave it to you for free. All you're doing is you're basically paying for the lower utility bill. Okay, and at the end of the day, you have a 20-year warranty on all the parts and labors come standard, and you have 24/7 month system monitoring. Now, if you want to buy yourself out of that PPA, you can also do so. There's a lot of different options for doing so. If you want to go with a PPA and then later on down the road you want to buy that, there's those options to do so. Let me go ahead and go back to this form. Okay, so that's another option, the PPA. Solar Own is just basically the solar in-house financing program with Sun Edison. This typically is going to range around 6% to 6.5% interest. But I mean, that's all it is a 6.5% interest. Unlike your Solar City, to where they're due, like a 2.9% escalator, and on top of that, they're going to do a 4.7% 30-year interest rate. This is just a simple 6.9. It's a 25-year, or even I think it goes as low as 20-year situation. Okay, this really depends on the FICO score and also the system size and the design. The PACE program, well, before I get into the PACE program, let's just really quickly talk about third party. Third party financing is just simply what it is. Whether you want to go to your bank, some banks are offering energy efficiency loans or energy efficiency home improvement loans or financing. So, and generally those go up to about $40,000. So there's that option as well. Some of those cases you can get the interest rate down to 3.5% or 4%. But this is really where ERS is going to be very unique, because we're looking forward to offering some special financing programs within our mortgage division. So this is going to be a third-party option that is really going to make ERS stand out as it relates to our home services division and also solar, of course. All right. So that's if they have any type of third-party financing, maybe with their local bank, maybe their community bank may have some specific financing options that are unique to that area. All right. I know Umpeg Bank, they have a pretty good program that we would use or we could recommend, and there's a couple others. As far as a PACE program, this is again where I said on the other form where, let's see, where it's credit friendly or FICO friendly. So if you go here, for example, let me just share with you guys what the PACE program is all about. Various states may offer the PACE program. Okay, so Los Angeles County, as you can see, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, not all states offer it. All right, but some states obviously do. And it also depends on who the contractor or who the solar company is in that area and if they qualify for the program. Okay, so we qualify for the program. If we look here, one of the programs under the PACE, which they have multiple, like Clean Energy Sacramento, Green Finance San Francisco, Residential Hero PACE program. I mean, they have their different unique usability, and they also have differences depending on where you use them, or in this case, as you can see, commercial versus residential. There's different options. But just very quickly going over the California First program, as you can see here, California First, right here, allows property owners to finance the installation of energy and water improvements on homes or businesses through the issuances of a municipal bond, which can then be paid back as a lien item on their property tax bill. California First financing doesn't rely on credit score and does not require any money down, opening the program to a wide range of Californians. So obviously there's some stipulations in here, but the bottom line is it offers them that unique ability to where credit and also in some cases income isn't a qualification standard. Sometimes it may require them to have at least a minimum 10% equity in their home. But again, this is what the CFT is going to be able to identify with either, if you're not a CFT and you want, a CFT is working with your client on your behalf, just because you're a referral agent, the CFT will ask these questions to make sure that we're selecting the financing type that best fits your client's needs. Again, that's going to be really what helps us stand out because unlike other companies where they're just solar sales reps, they're just trying to basically sell a system. They may select the financing option that is not the best fit for that homeowner's needs. Whereas us being ERS, where we have real estate, mortgage, and insurance, we're really looking at the total living concept, the overall package of that client, and we really want to dig deep to ensure that we're selecting the right financing tool for them to go solar. All right, so a lot of these financing tools are new, and it's really is what's innovating solar and really making it more on a larger scale. It's allowing a lot more homeowners, in middle class, lower class neighborhoods, and of course higher neighborhoods to go solar because the economy needs to get to that 33% or renewable energy number by 2020, and the government is really pushing it. Okay, so the rest of the information here is just a primary name, phone number, secondary name if it's husband and wife, address. All right, customer email is needed. Utility company, if it's LADWP, SDG&E, PG&E, SMUD, right? Metered number, okay? Average monthly utility bill, okay? Annual kilowatt usage. You just total it all up, all right? But really, as long as we have the meter number and the account number, we're good to go, okay? And remember, it has to be the meter number and the account number as it references to the electricity portion of the utility bill. All right, so on here, let's see, I'll show a quick bill here in just a second, but let me first go here to utility bill. If they want to upload page 1 of a utility bill and page 2, the first page and then the electricity breakdown bill, they can upload that, and miscellaneous if they have any additional items. Rep name, the rep that referred them, and also we're going to and their email, and then we're also going to add another three items here for the CFT's name, the CFT's email, and the CFT's phone number. Actually, it's already added. So my guys work quick. So yeah, that's there. If there's any additional comments or notes or concerns that you don't, maybe you want to type in there, well, I'm not too sure about the roof, or we weren't too sure about financing options, so we just selected as a default PPA, but we wanted to kind of see, because if you do PPA, they're still going to put the evaluation as if it's a PPA and or a cash purchase, so it'll show those two options. So if you really just don't know, just select PPA. That's just the default. Just select PPA. All right, just maybe put in the notes here, hey, I don't know, or whatever the case, because this information is going to get sent to the design team. Okay, so you know, really quickly, and hopefully this loads here. I don't know why this. Okay, here we go. So as you can see here on the utility bill, and actually it's kind of cut off, but this is like the half side of the utility bill. On the other side over here, there's going to be a full bill, and there's going to be a list. It's going to say details of electricity charges. And over here it's going to say meter number. All right, so over here you want to make sure you get the meter number on the electrical charge details. This is where you're going to see the full kilowatt hours. You just basically add this total up, or at the bottom it may have the total for the month, and you just add it up for all the months if you want to go through all those steps. But again, it's not necessarily required because we can actually log in the PG&E website, and as long as we have the correct account number, which would always be at the top here, and then the meter number, which would be over here on this side of the bill, then we actually can go in there and get the last 12 months and also the usage. All right, so it's not that big of a deal, but if you want to really break bread and see how much you can get from the customer, that's always great. Outside of that, let's see. Just remember, there's 6 steps to this process. If you're a referring agent, You just simply submit the lead to your office. That office will therefore delegate that lead to a certified field trainer, and they'll basically then collect the data, which is the form we're going over right now. From there, that data gets submitted to our design and proposal creation team. Once that proposal is done, which should take 24 to maybe 72 hours based on the volume we have. So just let the client know 72 hours at max, but generally it's within 24 hours the same day. And then once that's done, what's going to happen is you're going to have a design and proposal emailed to you, the CFT, if that is if that person is designated, and then that CFT will therefore present the design and proposal information that was created. Okay. From there, that CFT will have it signed, and then the next stage, step 5, it will go to permit and site survey. Once that's done, they'll schedule the install, everyone gets paid, and then we share that experience. So that's it for now, guys. Lord bless. Hope this information helped, and let's go ahead and get things rocking. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.